What's up, YouTube? It's your boy JB, aka the King of Soul, and today we got some Jordan 3s to look at. The Air Jordan 3 Retro. This is the Knicks colorway. Before we get into the review, do me a favor, make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel. If you do dig the content, also hit that share button. These videos that we do on this channel are strictly for review purposes, so if you do happen to have any questions or comments, definitely feel free to drop those down below. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into the review. So this Air Jordan 3 sneaker, it is in this Knicks colorway. They did give us this Jordan 3 box, so you do have this black lid with the red Jordan branding. Going through the entire box, you do have hits of that Jordan Air branding, and then the bottom portion here, they do have that gray cement print. The bottom of the box here, it is in all black. You do have the Air Jordan Wings logo and the Jumpman, and then you do have your Nike branding and copyright information there. So for those that do care about that, there you go. Now the box label on the sneaker does read Air Jordan 3 Retro. The colorway says white, old royal, university orange. This particular sneaker, so it is actually one of those sneakers where it's one of those moments in time. There's a red up under the lid. Michael Jordan actually had played against the New York Knicks, and he actually has scored 47 points in Madison Square Garden. The sneaker itself, when you do open the box, you are met with this white tissue paper, and it does have the gray cement print there. But this sneaker actually does kind of remind me of the actual true blue Air Jordan 3s, because it had pretty much the same color blocking, but there are a few things on this sneaker that are a little bit different, and I'll go into detail about that later on during the review. But for the most part, it's an all white Jordan 3 sneaker. You do have the gray elephant print, and then you have the hit of orange and blue going through the entire upper to match the New York Knicks. But there you go, Air Jordan 3 Retro Knicks. So let's take a look at the right sneaker. So on this side here, the lateral side, you are met with this pretty much, let's start with the side. You have this pretty much entire white leather upper, and it is like a heavy tumble throughout the entire portion, both here and the mud guard situation here on the side. You do have this gray elephant print. Now the elephant print on this Jordan 3 sneaker is a little bit lighter than most Air Jordan 3s. You do have this hit of orange going across the entire midsole and on the side portion of the sneaker. You do have this hit of white, and then you have your air bubble there, which is common with most Air Jordan 3s. Going toward the front portion of the sneaker, you are met with that heavy white leather for the toe box area, and it is that heavy tumble leather there. You do have a double mud guard situation here, so you do have the gray elephant print here, and then you do have the white leather there. The leather cuts on this one is kind of what you would expect from most Air Jordan 3s, so the leather cuts of leather are a little thick. Going towards the tongue of the sneaker, you do have this perforated section for the bottom portion of the tongue. The sneaker does come with these flat white laces, and it is pre-laced. You do have these orange hole eye stays here, and you do have these blue eye stays here for the lace loops here as well. Coming up on the side here, you do have that elephant print here, and then going towards the top portion of the tongue, you do have this heavy white tumbled leather here, and they do have the orange Jumpman. Behind the actual tongue of the sneaker here, you do actually have this, it's the date. He actually played the game against the New York Knicks. So you do have April 4th, 1988, and it is blue around the sock liner of the shoe itself. Going on the medial side of the sneaker, pretty consistent with the other side of the sneaker. So you do have this gray elephant print, and then the hit of orange. On this side, it doesn't go through the entire midsole. It does kind of stop here midway, and then like there's a white here, and then you have more of that white there at the bottom of the midsole. You have your air bubble on this side as well. Heavy tumble leather, pretty much throughout the entire upper of the sneaker, and then more of that gray elephant print going towards the toe box of the sneaker. Now going up top, I didn't mention this on the other side of the sneaker, so like you do have like this white leather, and it is perforated going across like the ankle collar of the sneaker here. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. And then you do have like that hit of orange there for the top I stay there. The bottom portion of the sneaker, you do have like this gray Air Jordan 3 bottom. You do have the orange traction pod up top, and then like the mid portion going towards like the heel. You do have this hit of blue, and you do have that Jordan branding there. Pretty much as you'd expect from any other Air Jordan 3. On the back here, they did stay consistent with the bottom, and they did stick with the current Jordan branding here. So they do have the Jumpman with the Air here in blue, and they do have it like this white I guess you want to call it like a heel tab on the back, and then you have more of that elephant print there, and then there's your orange and white midsole. For the most part, pretty solid sneaker. The inside of the sneaker, going past the sock liner at the bottom, you do see the insole of the sneaker, and it is all blue, and it does have that hit of orange with the orange Jumpman logo there. Pretty solid sneaker, man. Like I just was a fan of the colorway, because like with most Air Jordans, you're gonna kind of get that red, black, and white, the Chicago colorway. The left sneaker is pretty consistent with the right sneaker. Everything is the same. Only thing that was a little bit different, that they did actually go ahead and give us this Jordan hang tag, and it is orange, and it does have like the blue Jumpman there. Pretty solid sneaker. Like again, I say like it kind of reminds me of the True Blue colorway. It's just that instead of it being orange, with the True Blues, it was just red, and they did have the Nike branding on the back here. But if I was actually to rate this sneaker here, 10 out of 10. It was one of my favorite Air Jordan 3s. Again, it's just because of the colorway. So you can mix this like like with an orange polo, orange t-shirt. You can even find you like a Knicks jersey, to kind of pair with. I just felt like this was a pretty decent like concept. I mean, a lot of people, they aren't really fan of all white sneakers. Me also being one of those people. I just kind of feel like with the white sneakers, they do tend to like get dirty. Even if you do clean them over time, the white is going to like start to look dingy. But at the end of the day, I feel like this is one of those sneakers where it is kind of easy to get it off and like match certain clothes with it. So 10 out of 10 as far as like sizing goes. I would stay true to size. Jordan 3s tend to run a little bit big, but I recommend staying true to size. I wouldn't go down a half size or anything, because you don't want to have like any discomfort like in the toe area or anything like that. The sneaker is Jordan 3 comfortable, which you would expect with most Air Jordan 3s. Me personally, I feel like I can wear Air Jordan 3s all day. The insole was pretty comfortable. I did throw this on feet, so for the most part, I do feel like this is one of those sneakers that is definitely worth the investment. I definitely want to take the time to thank the vendor who actually got me a pair of these sneakers here, because I did not have these in my collection. This is one of those sneakers that in the resale market right now, I can't really recall like how much it is for my size, but if I can get a clip from like StockX or Gold or something like that, I'll just throw that there. But again, I want to take the time to thank you guys for always tuning in. Always stay engaged. I can be reached on all social media platforms, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, even here on YouTube. Everything is at the King of Soul. Before we get up out of here, I'm going to give you guys a 360, and then I'm going to go ahead and give you a B-roll like always. But there you go. Air Jordan 3, New York, Knicks. So there's the front of the sneaker. There's the lateral side of the right, lateral side of the left, and of course you got your, Jordan hang tag. There's the bottom of the sneaker, Air Jordan 3 bottom with the orange traction pod. There's your medial side of the sneaker. And then, there you go. There's the rear. But again, I want to thank you guys for taking the time to tune in like always. But until next time, see you later.